Hello, my friends. How are we this fine Sunday evening? I made it. Sorry for the loud shuffling. I'll wait for a couple people to pop in. Hi, Rosaire. So good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks. Gina Halleck. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Did your school year wrap up well? I'm here too. That's about all I can say, Rosaire. Hi, Polly. Nice to see you. Trying to shuffle my cards here. I hope everybody's doing well. I am so sorry. I'm going to keep apologizing for missing Friday night once again. Been crazy town around here. You guys know what I'm up to. Hi, Margaret. Hi, SR. Good to see you guys. You beautiful people. Yes, racing and racing. My life right now. Hi, Mystic Shining. Kim Princess. Nancy G. Gina. How are you, Kelly? Your summer camps. My camps start tomorrow morning. So the fact that I'm sitting in this chair is kind of amazing. But, I mean, the last, I would say 2 weeks are arguably the hardest for me because it's the most work getting everybody trained and getting all the paperwork done and all the other stuff, getting everybody spun up to speed, getting our space ready, getting all of our computer equipment ready. It's a lot. Oh, your schools end late. In Kitchener, school ends June 27th. Okay. Well, thank you. This is a topaz that a friend of mine, blue topaz that a friend gave me years ago, and I love it. I really love it. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. Hi, Alex H. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm so sorry I missed Friday night. It is truly like crazy town in my world right now. I'm like operating on very little sleep. I'm eating garbage because it's all I can, whatever I can find to eat in between running here and there. But I'm alive. I'm here. And actually, it's funny. Once the camps actually start, after a day or two, it calms down for me. So, and then to make matters worse, sorry, my dog's over here chewing on his paws or something. Hi, Lily Rose and Lucy. Yeah. So right in the middle of all of it, Saturday was our big kickoff day with all of our employees and stuff. A friend's daughter had the nerve to get married on Friday night north of town, about an hour and a half away. So it was really beautiful, really, really beautiful venue. Lovely. You could hear roosters crowing, and it was just really, really nice. Little chilly, but it was a couple hours out of my life that I didn't need. But it was really fun. Very, very nice. So, and at the same time, one of my directors had a wedding in Seattle. So really, looks like the notification just went up. So, okay, that was kind of late. But anyway, so shorthanded and all the things. And so really running like crazy. Yeah, there's John. He's been helping me. He's been my biggest helper lately. Yes, I'm through the worst of it. We are ready to go. So anyway, so good to see you guys. I'm so sorry again that I missed Friday night, and I didn't even have time to post that I would be missing you, but I enjoy being here. I told John, I was like, I don't want to do this summer camp thing. I just want to go be on YouTube with all my besties. Horrible timing for our director to be out of town. Yeah, it has been a very, very crazy crazy week. But John and I crushed it this afternoon and got the rest of the stuff done. And so, but anyway, I hope everybody's well. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Yes, and I can't believe that summer is right around the corner. You can't really tell because it's actually been cool and rainy here, which is, it's kind of Seattle weather. We don't have that kind of weather here, but it's been really, really cool and rainy. What's it been like where you are? Sorry if you hear Henry. He's like snorting and snuffing over here. Oh, I missed you too. And thank you, Rosaire. Anyway, this is the highlight of my week, so I'm so happy to be here. And we can talk about TarotScopes. Maybe we'll do a few readings. We'll see what we get. All right. So anyway, yes, cool and rainy at Denver, which is a very unusual. You said it's 105 in Arizona, Lily Rose? Oh, I think I read online that it was really hot there. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope your AC is working, or you have a pool or something fun like that. Hi, Maria. Good to see you. So I want to wish all of you Gemini babies a happy birthday. I know we have a few of you here. John's birthday is tomorrow. Wish John a happy birthday, guys. And let's see. Margaret D's birthday is Tuesday. Margaret D, happy birthday. So fun. And June 9th, tomorrow is a big, big day because Gemini is making a big move. And we'll talk about that below. It's kind of a big one. It only changes signs about once a year. And it's going to do it tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to readings today, Maria, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I think last time, though, I said like it was going to be around like a B. Yeah. Okay. Like definitely passing. So somebody else had said B or C. Okay. Anyway, so happy birthday. Do something fun for yourself. Margaret D, do you have plans? Poor John, his birthday always gets eclipsed by the summer camps. So we always have to postpone his celebration a little bit. So there it is. Yes. I think you will pass, Maria. Don't worry so much. Don't worry. Yes. And what's been going on in the world? Literal and metaphorical earthquakes and volcanoes continue to fire off all over the world. There's been earthquake and volcanic activity all around the Ring of Fire. Kilauea had a really big one in Hawaii at Mount Etna. No, what am I saying? Is that right? That sounds funny. In Italy, South America has been having pretty good sized earthquakes, and south of Australia as well, south of Tasmania. And I say metaphorical earthquakes because of some of the stuff going on in politics. Yes? Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. Right? Muskrat and the felon are feuding, right? I mean, I hate to say it. It's really kind of hard to believe that we see this with two grown men, but it's kind of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. And did we call it or did we call it? It was inevitable for these guys. Okay, Margaret D says, just birthday dinner with my family next weekend and then meeting up with friends later in the month. That's kind of sounds like what we're doing with John. Very nice. Yeah. Yes, Mount Etna. Yeah, there was some really good footage of that. People were kind of running off that mountain. So crazy. Hi, Craig. Excuse me, let me stop. Stop. I want you to stop. Oh, dog is chewing his foot. Okay. So, oh, and then also we have all those big the riots in Los Angeles right now with the DEI, the people pushing back against the DEI raids. I mean, crazy. And Trump is called, I don't know if it's considered martial law, but he's called in the National Guard. Crazy times, really. It's really nutty. Yeah. Lily Rose, I bet leaders in some other countries think so too. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. I mean, Canada, all you Canadians out there, you must be, yeah. Do you have your popcorn popped? It's just crazy. I'm so sorry that everybody has to endure this, but I think we just have to go through it. So, anyway, fun times we live in. Banana cake's crazy. Yes, that is true. Oh, you're reminding me. I wanted to make some banana bread because I have a bunch of bananas going bad on my counter. Thanks for the reminder, Amanda. I'll just squeeze it in. I'll do it in the middle of the night. I don't know. So anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I know I'm kind of nutty. I'm going to try to get back on a regular schedule. And I think it's going to be possible now that I'm through the worst of it with my summer camps. So if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kelly Scarborough, the Mystic Next Door. I'm a psychic medium and a healer. So if you are new to my channel, I really do appreciate the support, and the thumbs up, the likes, all the things, the comments, and of course to all my regular viewers, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for all of your amazing support. I said 2, maybe 3, Maria. 2 with a possible 3rd. Okay. And so moving on, thank you. Oh, and I do read all your comments, and so I do appreciate so much when you leave me a message. It means the world to me. So thank you. And so now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the astrology for the week of June 9th through the 15th. Today I talked about this a little bit last week. Today, Sunday, June 8th, as we mentioned, Mercury is in a conjunction. That means they're kissing in the sky with Jupiter. And this is really, really great for communication, expansive thinking, mental breakthroughs, and even little silver tongue activity, right? Sometimes a little overthinking too, or over speaking, because Jupiter can expand sometimes too far. So, be careful to turn off your brains, especially if you're an air sign. I'm speaking to you Geminis right now. I'm a Libra, so I'm right there with you, and Aquarius. And it's also a good day to write or give a speech or sort out some kind of problem that's been giving you a little challenge. And also today, Mercury moved into Cancer, which is interesting because tomorrow Jupiter moves into Cancer, where it's exalted. Okay, and I'll talk about that in just a sec. I'll talk about it now. So Jupiter into Cancer. Jupiter has been for the last year in the sign of Gemini, where it's considered to be in its fall. Okay, and that's because Gemini can, like I just said, tend to overthink, right? Gemini are your thinkers, your communicators, and Jupiter can expand things beyond what's good for us, right? So it could be your waistline, but in this case, it could be like thinking, always in your head, not able to sleep. You can't turn the hamster wheel off. John says, who, me? Overthink? Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Craig. You have a slight infection in your chest. Oh, no. Bit of blood. Goodness. I'm so sorry. Yeah, please take care of yourself. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. I let's send some blessings and some healing to Craig Dixon. Yeah. Ooh, yes, I had a really bad respiratory thing about a month and a half ago or so, and it is going around, so take care of yourself, really. And so also today, not only do we have Jupiter tomorrow, Jupiter moving into Cancer, we also have Neptune and Saturn entering into, they've been in this like creeping closer all year toward a once in a lifetime conjunction. And tomorrow they become they enter the 1 degree orb, meaning they're only 1 degree apart in the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, right? They will be exact February 2026. So that gives you an idea of how slowly they move. The outer planets appear to move very, very slowly from our vantage point here on Earth. But Neptune and Jupiter is a big deal. Like we will never see this. What's interesting is Neptune is really kind of free flowing and creative and a little scattered and out there. And Saturn is a restriction and order and double checking things. And I'll start that. Gina, got it. And so it's a very interesting, it'll be an interesting juxtaposition. We're in that energy now. When it's in a 1 degree orb, you may as well say it's, close enough to exact. So we see that with these riots, right? We see the powers that be wanting everyone to obey them, to do it their way, to lock things down, to impose restrictions. And the people in LA are like, oh, hell no. No, you're not coming in and taking people out of their homes with no without what is it? Due justice. Sorry, I don't know why I can't speak when I'm on here, but you know what I'm talking about. Without due process. That's it. Due process. So anyway, this is really interesting. We're seeing that right now. It's going to be really powerful all the way through the summer. Thank you, Lucy. And right on through into early next year, in February of next year. And so that's happening now. Also, what else do we have? Okay, I wanted to go back to the Jupiter into Cancer. So why is it exalted in Cancer? Cancer, of course, is the sign of home and family and emotion, and those and Jupiter brings blessings to those things, right? Maybe you'll grow a beautiful garden, or you'll expand your home this year, or you'll expand your family. You may have new members come into your family. I'm hoping, as John knows, I'm hoping we might have a couple of engagements this year with our sons. That's one way to expand a family. Maybe you expand your family by getting another cat or another dog or a horse or whatever it is. Hi, Dora Romero. Nice to see you. So these are the blessings that Jupiter in Cancer can bring. This is also manifesting your dreams. Cancer is a water sign, very, also all the water signs are very psychic, but also Cancer feels all those emotions too, right? So hopefully these are joyful emotions. Speaking of joyful, hi, joyful journey. Yes, I know the waistline. Well, so you're going to feel this more if you have a strong Cancer in your chart. Like me, I am a Cancer rising, right? If you have Cancer, a lot of planets in Cancer in your birth chart, you may feel this more. Cancer is also a cardinal sign, so any of the cardinal signs will also feel this as well. If you don't know what they are, you can look them up. Okay, well, moving on now. June 10th, we have Venus in a square with Pluto, which is not very nice. It's a little bit of friction, but it's not, not not the worst, not the worst of the squares, right? But Venus square Pluto can bring up karmic issues in relationships, intensity, little friction there, right? But it can also really just kind of reveal what you need for relationships, for money, for your, overall blessings in life. Amanda says, that is in my near future too, daughter's engagement. Yes. I've been asked, I've even been asked for her hand in marriage. Wow, Amanda. That's lovely. I'm not sure whether our sons will clue us into their intention to get engaged or as their girlfriends. One of them might, the other one won't, I don't think. My Scorpio son, he keeps everything close to the vest. But that's great. Congratulations. Oh, they're very happy together. There's nothing better than when your child is in a good relationship, because one of our sons was in a bad relationship for a while. And that was really, it tore our hearts out. It was not good. Oh, her dad's in spirit. Okay. Yeah. Well, your mom and dad. Yes. Okay. Next, also this week, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. So, you know what I always say? Let's get ready for our full moon ceremonies. I like to cleanse all of my crystals and my pendulums, and I like to put my cards into the moonlight, and and think of what those things are that you started at the new moon, right? So very good, right? But this new moon in Sagittarius is a nice one. It's a culmination point in the sign of adventure and seeing the big picture and open-mindedness. And we like that, right? Okay, June 13th, the sun will square the north and south nodes. Yes. Oh, yes. The dowsing rods too, Amanda, of course. All the things. All of the things. Yeah. And hold on a sec here. Okay. Yeah. So when the sun squares the north node, naturally it squares the south node, because the south node is directly across from the north node. They balance each other, right? So the sun is in a square to both of them. This happens 3 times a year. It's not exactly rare, but it does happen. Hi, Liz. Good to see you. I was up north. I don't know if you're as far as Fort Collins. I can't remember where you live, but I was up there on Friday. Anyway, it happens 3 times a year, and this is a time to really work on your ego and put yourself first, right? Because North Node is where are we going, and South Node is all about what are the lessons that we've learned? What do we need to put away in our lives? What do we need to leave behind, absorb the lessons, and move forward? So when the sun is illuminating these two and is square with them, it really puts a spotlight on where you want to be, where you need to be, really, and clear the way for that, that future that you want. Yes. Oh, you're in Thornton. Fort Collins is really pretty. That's where I was. North of Fort Collins, it's where Colorado State is, and it's where our son went to school. It was actually a girl that he went to school with who got married, and my husband happened to have gone to school with her father. So cool times. Anyway, okay, so that's a really interesting aspect later this week. I think that's on Friday. And on Sunday, we have Mars square Uranus. So big one. Hi, Lynn LeGlaire. So what does that mean? That means sudden urges. impulsivity. Like Mars is action and Uranus is impatient and it's sudden and it's abrupt and it's breakthroughs, right? So the two of them together, when they're in a square, they could be kind of, there again, this friction. But impulsiveness, watch your finances, right? Don't go out and blow all your money on a fancy car that you can't afford or whatever it is. You just use caution at this time. This is also a time when injuries can happen, right? So Mars and Uranus together can make us clumsy, right? That's when you might want to, watch your step. Watch where you're going. You're gonna step on that rake in your yard, or step off the curb the wrong way and wind up in a boot. So not good. Or car accidents too. So let's be cautious on the 15th. That's Sunday, next Sunday. That's Father's Day, guys. Right? So if you're a dad, happy Father's Day to you. If you're celebrating, very nice. And also on June 15th, we have Saturn squaring Jupiter, right? And again, this is not a terrible aspect as squares go. But again, Saturn restricts, Jupiter expands. So they are a little bit at odds with one another. Restriction, you might feel a little unbalanced, a little unsupported, or held in place. But this aspect can also set up structures with like a solid foundation so that they're lasting. So, it's not all bad news with the squares. Okay, let's see. Amanda says, sounds like a volatile combination for the Mad King after the 14th. Oh yes, let's not forget about the 14th, right? And isn't that interesting too, that we have the sun squaring the north and the south nodes? Sun illuminates. It illuminates, right? So will more come out this week about some things? Yeah, it could be. I feel like it's just going to be a steady drip campaign from here on, and then the dam will burst, will break. Okay. Hi, Annie Bear. Sorry, Annie Bear. Nice to see you again. I know. I think this is quite the battle of wills and battle of egos with Elon. And I like to call him 45 because I don't really believe he won legitimately. But it's tawdry. All our dirty laundry is out there for all to see, right? All the other countries. But here we are. Anyway, but he can drip away. I want him to drip all the crazy news, right? All right. So now we'll move on to our TarotScopes for the week of June 9th through the 15th. Please remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planet that figures strongly in your chart. Remember that we all have unique birth charts, and it's really important to take what resonates and leave the rest, and look at your own birth chart to see more detail. I start with a different sign each week, and this week we will start with Sagittarius. Is that right? Check me if I'm wrong, guys, because I don't know which end is up right now in my life. Annie Bear says he did not. Yeah. I wish I had made a standalone video about my crazy dream, but I'm going to repeat it here right now. I think it was the end of November, a couple weeks after the election, or maybe early December. Okay, thank you, Tina. Okay, but I just want to tell you again what my dream was. And I think we're starting to see this with Election Truth Alliance, and some of the other states are calling for recounts. In New York, they're allowing a recount to go forward. Okay, the dream was I was like a fly on the wall in one of the voting precincts, right, where people go in and they actually vote, but the voting place, the polling place, was empty except for a single man walking through, I believe it was like Georgia or one of those swing states. Um, but I could see a single man walking through, and he was, I know this is odd, but he was like waving his arm with either a piece of jewelry or even an embedded something under his skin, like a chip, waving his arm past each of the voting machines. And I knew, I just had this knowing that Elon Musk was involved. This was some kind of technology that he was involved with, maybe Starlink, and that the proximity of to the machine caused cause the algorithm to change. I knew that it was like late afternoon, and I believe that was about the time that, remember, there were bomb threats in many, many, many of the swing states. So they had to evacuate those stations. I think it was that time. And I'm sorry if you have to endure hearing me talk about this again. But John can tell you, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I just had the weirdest dream. And I don't know why I would dream it. And I knew, by the way, I knew the words. I mean, I knew the technology, RFID, radio frequency ID. Like, people have RFID rings, or RFID is like those badges that you tap when you walk in. It's a radio frequency device. And I just knew that it was something similar to that triggered a change in the machine. So I, I, I mean, I knew on election night, as many of us did, that something was fishy. All the swing states, really? Come on. That's highly unlikely considering. Anyway, yes, they had, or wallets to protect. Yes. Uh-huh. So anyway, it was some kind of technology like that. And the more I think about it, um, listen, I mean, what is Elon Musk developing now? Neuralink, right? What is that? That's a device embedded in our brains or somewhere under our skin. I don't know. And it connects with a computer. Why would this be a stretch? Why? Why would it be a stretch? He is a creepy dude. Oh, 45 is at Bedminster. I guess it got a little too hot down there in Florida. It is scary, but here's the good news. I feel like people are starting to wake up to this. And we just saw in the state of New York, a judge reviewed a petition for a hand recount, and they allowed it to go forward, to actually allow the hand recount to go forward, because the results were so crazy. I didn't read this myself, but I heard that something like one of the Democratic senators got like 60% of the vote, and Kamala got 0. Come on. That is not plausible in the least, right? That their algorithm overreached. Anyway, all right, I digress. I go on and on, but I think we all know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, yes, Annie Bear, I agree. I do think that we're starting to see the tide turning, and I think it has to get really messy for some people to wake up. Okay, Kamala got over 70%. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I know it's a big number. I think it was Kirsten Gillibrand's district or whatever that she got like a high number in this particular voting district, and Gillibrand did, and Kamala got 0, which is just that's not likely to happen. Why did it take so long, Liz? I know. But I think it's because we needed some people to see the truth. They probably wouldn't have believed it otherwise. So let's see. Let's see what happens. And I just want to talk about one more thing. I digress again. Sorry. I have also seen some footage by Anonymous. Has anybody seen the Anonymous footage? Something he put out at the end of May, and he said that I think it's right around the 2nd or the 3rd of July. He's saying big bombs are going to drop on some election stuff. Yeah. Yes. Annie Bear says this is a quick and dirty way to wake people up. And it is dirty, right? If you look at what Kim Carey talks about, she says we could have gone the easy way, but it would have gotten there anyway, and that was if Kamala won, or the hard way, which is what we're going through now. But it's faster. It's going to go right through. So, yeah. What did Kendra say? Something big is coming. I've always said I felt something big in July, right? I said July, August. It kind of feels like it just keeps growing. It's just like a snowball that keeps growing. Yes, I did. Yes, thank you. I didn't know what, but I felt like it was something to do with the election. Yeah. I didn't know exactly what it was. Okay. All right. Well, let's get on with our TarotScopes. And thank you so much for letting me digress. But this political stuff is heating up, my friends. It's heating up. Yeah, Kendra says time seems to be accelerating too. I agree with you. No, I feel like it is as well. I 100% agree. Have cash on the 11th for a few days. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't have it. I have a few dollars in my pocket. I guess I need to go get some. I also have water. I have bottled water, which I think for some reason I feel like is important. Maybe not for everybody, but for some. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start with Sagittarius. Sorry, Gemini. And we're going to talk about what is the energy of the week. What are the cautions, or what should I be aware of? What action should I take? And what does Spirit want me to know this week? And I am using my, oh gosh, look at this sad, scary card I stopped on. This is the Spellcaster's Tarot, guys. It's got some spicy cards like this. The imagery is a little crazy. That's why you can't get your housework done. I know. I hear you. And I hate it when summer races by because I would like to savor it. But for me, it races by because of the summer camps. Okay. So 3 cards for Sagittarius, or 4 cards for Sagittarius. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Sorry, my nose itches. Sometimes I get an itchy nose when I feel like Spirit's coming around. Feels like I have cobwebs or something touching, like cat hair. That's what it feels like. Annie Bear doesn't watch politics anymore. Libby, yes, I'm telling you, these Australian ladies are phenomenal with our politics here in the U.S. All right, the energy of the week for you, Sagittarius, is the Knight of Pentacles, right? So this is saying something is moving forward, but it's really important to be methodical and really take your time and do it the right way, right? The Knight of Pentacles says something is taking off, but we really want to do it the right way. So we want to be slow and methodical with it. Okay. You love summer because your boys are off. I know. I love it. I love that too. They're probably in my summer camps, Kendra. No, just kidding. All right. What are the cautions for the week, or what should you be aware of? Well, 9 of Pentacles. So we have a lot of Pentacles at the beginning of this reading. 9 of Pentacles is all about enjoying the fruits of our labor, enjoying you've worked hard, and you have all the luxuries of life, and taking time to enjoy it, slowing down. This is a slow card as well. Okay, so slow down and enjoy a little bit. Okay, And what action should I take? What action should you take this week, Sagittarius? The Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords says, you know what? I want to say change things up is what I'm hearing. Okay. Six of Swords is leaving the difficulties behind and going toward something that is much it's more sustainable, much more enjoyable, right? I love how she looks like she's holding like a box that has treasures in it in her hand and it's guiding her, right? So it's really, really nice. This is the leaving troubled water for calm. Okay. Leave your troubles behind. And are you looking at my angel wings here? I put my little angel in front of my lamp. Isn't that pretty? And look at this. Spirit wants you to know with the Judgment card that, talk about change. This is a foundational, fundamental change from the ground up change. This is a rebirth. Look at that. We have that new moon there. This is a rebirth for you. You've got the wand, like the blessings from Spirit, ushering in this change. And you're leaving behind. You see that troubled person, right? Leaving our troubles behind. This troubled person in the cauldron and an all new person coming out of it. So big changes coming for you, Sagittarius. Very, very nice way to start. No politics in the bedroom, says Craig. Oh, these are some edgy politics we've got too. Yeah, I must drop that bomb all about what's his name? Epstein. Yes. That's going to be an interesting one. Okay, Capricorn. Here we go. Capricorn. Oh my. Okay. You've got a lot of major arcana here. All right. Okay, Capricorn. What's the energy of the week? Coming in hot, right? The Eight of Wands is always about messages. This is about communication coming in, and you see that little carrier pigeon up there that denotes communication or messages or news coming in hot. There's something you will be learning this week, Capricorn. Some Capricorns will be receiving some news. What are the cautions? Well, look, the devil. Isn't this kind of a creepy deck? Oh, yes, Amanda. Good one. Oh, you start your new job. You started your new job. Good. Good for you. Okay. Cautions of the week, the devil. Okay. What should you be concerned about? This is really detaching yourself from those things that are no longer good for you. This could be physical things, like maybe you drink a little too much, eat a little too much. Maybe you're a little lazy with the exercise. This could be people in your life who are bringing you down, right? Or just habits. Maybe it's just the negative self-talk, right? What is that energy for you? Now, what action should you take? So we had one, that was the first major arcana. Second one, actions you should take, Capricorn, is a high priestess is saying, go within, right? Dig deep. Look to your intuitive self, like go within your heart and for the answers that you're looking for, right? This is very nice. And look, she too has that new moon there. The moon can denote intuition. And Spirit wants you to know you're strong and you've got this with the Strength card. You're resilient. You can tackle anything and you can go for it. Go for it. You've got this. All right. That's a powerful reading for Capricorn too. Wow. I dream best under a sliver moon. Ah, yes. I think I might too. I don't sleep well with a full moon. I think full moons bring anxiety. That's when we talk about, lunatics coming out, right? Luna means moon. Yeah. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. I just feel like this is such Aquarian energy that we're experiencing. Aquarius is the rebellious one, right? They stand up for, it's all for one and one for all. And so we're starting to see that with those protests really all around the world. But could LA be the start of something big here in the US? Aquarius. Ooh, oh my goodness. You too, Aquarius, have 3 major arcana. Yes, the full moon is in 3 days. Exactly. The full moon in Sagittarius. Look at you. The energy of the week, Aquarius, is the sun. And I love this beautiful card, right? You see that little baby, right? This is birthing new things. This is full illumination. This is joy. This is happiness. This is all of the good things, all of the blessings. The sun is the giver of life, right? So that's great for you. Some of you Aquarians. Very, very nice. Okay, what are the cautions, or what should you be aware of? Big changes coming right ahead, right? The karmic wheel is turning right now, so just be aware of that. Maybe it's not a caution, but it could be. Sometimes change is difficult, so just be aware that maybe this illumination is bringing that change that you need. Okay. What action should you take? Well, take action is what the Knight of Wands says. This is action on action. With the wands, we talk about fire energy. It's go for it. Follow your passion, do what you love, and do it with gusto. There we go. And look what else Spirit wants you to know. Again, it's that just do it card. Yes. The Fool. The Fool is, you can see here, he's perhaps foolishly stepping off that cliff, but really he's just trusting. And you see that smile on his face? He's happy. He knows that he's starting a new journey. This looks like all new. And I mean, look at all this new energy for you, Aquarius. Really, really good cards for you too. Okay, Lily says Arizona is an Aquarius state. Is that right? Okay. And apparently that big old sun that Aquarius just got seems to be shining on Arizona right now. If it was 105 today. Pisces. Gina, I love it. You're always ready. You keep me on track. Sometimes I get off track, so I appreciate it very much. Pisces. Oh my goodness. Okay. Energy of the week is this 3 of Pentacles. This is saying collaborate with others. You could start maybe a new course, right? You start studying something new, start building a new foundation. Maybe you're starting to explore a new career path. But this is about collaboration and working with others. Okay. What should you be aware of? Okay. 6 of Cups. It draws our attention to the past, right? To better times, to good times, when, this may be, I don't know why I'm feeling like this for you, but I feel like you might want to call an old friend, somebody from your childhood, or, your siblings, something like this. But what should you be aware of? It's a really good idea to bear in mind some of those nice times from your past. Actions. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Now, she can be the lawyer. She can be the one who if it's not about the law, she could be the one who's really kind of making plans and strategizing and using all of her intellect. All right. Looking ahead with clear eyes. This is intellect over intuition now. So maybe they're saying, use your brain, use your noodle, okay? In whatever situation it is that you're working through, Pisces. So, okay. And you too get the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Now we've seen it twice. The Wheel of Fortune, Spirit wants you to know that things are changing. The karmic wheel is changing for you, Pisces. For some of you, Pisces, maybe all of you, right? I would argue that it's changing for many of us. Annie Bear, what is that, a credit card? That's funny. Thank you. These are the Spellcasters Tarot. Anyway, they're just saying, brace yourself because things are changing, and and change is for the good. It's for our betterment. Okay. Okay. Next, we're on to Aries. Aries. What do we have for you, Aries? Okay. And I see 21 in the room. Come pop into the chat and say hello. I don't bite. I do not bite. Sometimes I bite. Usually don't. All right. We just had a card flip out, and it flipped out in the reverse. So we're going to take that one for Aries. I don't usually read reversals, but if it pops out like that, I think it's giving us a message. All right. So the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is all about like following a new passion, starting a new adventure, right? Maybe an immature idea that you're about to start following, right? You're going to put it into motion. But it's saying here, when it's in reverse, it's saying, make sure that you look before you leap. You might want to, kind of check your facts. Measure, what is it? Measure twice, cut once, before you start this new course. Jump onto this new course of action. Okay. Because sometimes the pages can be foolish and a little impulsive, right? So make sure that we're really kind of checking if it's the right thing for you. Cautions, not a caution. This is what should you be aware of. This is saying, the Queen of Cups says, let's keep a lid on our emotions, right? She's very grounded. She's very intuitive. So use your intuition, keep a lid on your emotions, and everything will be fine. I'm sorry. Look at all that water too. Wow. Okay. Aries. And look at this, the Star. So what action should I take? This is about like really kind of setting your hopes, dreams, and wishes now. The action you should take is really kind of focus, manifest on those hopes, dreams, and wishes. And this Star card also comes with healing, with that water there. I always feel like this has a lot to do with your own personal healing. So take a moment to really kind of set your intentions. And what does Spirit want me to know? The Six of Swords again. Somebody else got this, right? This is leave those troubles behind. Let's move into a better direction, right? And with that Page of Wands in reverse, as long as we really take our time, we're going to really kind of know how to move into a better area. Yeah. Okay. Craig says, you're a Pisces. It's hard to turn off your emotions. I know. All you watery signs. Yes. Okay. Taurus, right? Thank you, Gina. Yes. I usually miss one right around here for some reason. Often Aries. Okay. Let's give it another quick shuffle. And Taurus, what do we have for you? All right. I am shuffling, but I'm getting the same cards. Okay. Here's that old Knight of Wands again coming out. The energy of the week. This is a card that denotes speed, taking action, doing something that's going to happen quickly. Something's coming in hot, right? Get ready for that. A caution of the week is there could be a little conflict. There could be some skirmishes. These are the immature skirmishes that we're seeing happening over Twitter and Truth Social, perhaps, right? So let's be careful with our words and our, tempers. Annie Bear says she thinks her moon is in Taurus. Lily says Denver, Colorado is a Leo. Oh, August 1st, but has a Libra ascendant. Okay. I'm a Leo moon and a Libra sun. Okay. Thank you, Lily Rose. I appreciate that. I never thought of that before. Okay. What actions should you take? Well, they're not going to ask you to be, this is kind of sloth. This is all the deadly sins, right? The gluttony and the sloth and the laziness and the whatever, all of the vices. They would never ask you to do that. This is saying, let these things go. Stop. You're your own worst enemy, perhaps, Taurus. Sometimes, let that behavior go. It's not serving you. See? Okay. And Spirit wants you to know that you've got people waiting to help you. This is collaboration. This could be in a job. This could be a foundation of a new house. This could be any area of your life that you're building a solid foundation for, right? And they want you to let go some of these bad habits so that you can move forward. Oh, you're a Libra sun, Annie. And Gemini rising. I'm a Cancer rising. Very nice. I'm September 30th. When's yours, Annie Bear? Okay, moving on to Gemini. All our little Gemini birthdays coming right up. Okay. Whoops. October. Oh, you're at the end of the sign. Okay. Yes, Margaret is a Gemini sun. Okay. Taurus moon, Gemini rising. Okay. Oh, nice, Gemini. I feel like Gemini, you might feel a little like less pressure now that Jupiter is moving out of your sign. So that's a good thing. Jupiter usually brings blessings, and it's not a bad thing. But for some Geminis, it can just keep you in your head too much. And look at this. Energy of the week for you. I love it. You get the Chariot. Really, really nice. You are moving on. This is about taking action, choosing a direction, and going, right? Slingshot pulled all the way back. Now you're ready to go. Very good. What are the cautions I should take? Now, this is a funny one. This is the Page of Cups, right? It looks a little lascivious, right? Little indulgent, right? So caution is maybe don't be quite so indulgent or silly or flighty. Page of Cups can be a little bit, self-indulgent or airy-fairy, pie in the sky. Are there any other little terms I can use? Okay, so the caution is maybe bring your feet back onto the ground a little bit. Oh, this looks good for you guys. I'm going to tell you what action should you take is take action. Ace of Wands. Wands are all the possibility and new starts in a new area. Fertile new beginnings. And to cap it off, Spirit wants to tell you go for it with the Fool. This is a brand new start for you. You've got the Chariot, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands, right? You guys are like in the starting gate right now. Beautiful. Whew, I'm getting a chill. My chills are always in my head, like a tingle. I don't know why. But that's what I get. Very good, Gemini. Happy birthday. That is your birthday reading for you. Okay, Cancer. Now, Cancer plays really nice with Gemini, with Jupiter. So this is going to be really nice for Cancer. And I'm dropping cards. Well, let me just put that back where it belongs. John says, sounds perfect. Yes. Yes, you guys are about to take off. Your hubby is a Cancer. Okay. All right. Cancer. Nice. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, John always says I don't have enough of a poker face when I'm pulling the cards. All right, look at this. Energy of the week is the Six of Wands. Yes, Six of Wands. Victory is yours this week. What are you triumphing over this week, Cancer? That Gemini, that Jupiter coming into your sign is bringing you into a time of triumph. I love it. Yeah, Lucy's a double. We have a lot of Cancers in this room, don't we? What are the cautions that you should take? It says this is the Seven of Wands, and he said he's the guy who's sort of struggled to get where he is. Like he worked hard to get where he is. He's at the top of the rise. He still has to climb to the top of the mountain. There may be some people who are coming after him with slings and arrows, but right now it's saying, take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. Okay. What action should you take? I don't know why they make this card look so dark. This is the Eight of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups is, you have 8 cups. I don't know why they're upside down here, but in traditional cards, you have 8 cups full, but it's not enough. You're leaving to find something even better because you trust that it's available to you. Okay, so this is another one of those cards that has a kind of a new moon up there. Or an eclipse or something in it, but it really talks about taking advantage of this full moon energy that's coming up, the moon energy, and leave behind what no longer serves you. Okay, Cancer, you know what that is. I think you do. And what does Spirit want me to know? This is, look at this, fire on air, right? This is, again, new beginnings coming your way. This is putting your ideas into motion, and it's moving forward for you right now. That's great. Okay, that's nice, Cancer. Let me take a little sip of water. Excuse me. A frog in my throat. I have to really treat myself better at this time of year when I'm so busy with summer camps. I wonder I'm not sick. I just I don't get enough sleep. I don't eat right. I'm just running. But I'm vowing not to do that this summer because I have 2 good directors, and I'm going to try to let them I'm going to try to allow them to do the work. Right. I have a stellium in Virgo. That makes it hard for me to let others do it for me. Yes, I have to stay hydrated. That is a fact. I'm not very good at that. Yes, delegate. I really I've told these folks, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do just the basics, but I'm not opening the doors in the morning and shutting things down at night. I'm too old for that. Annie Bear, I don't like watermelon. I'm one of those weird people. I don't know why. Do not like it. Okay, we're on to Leo. Leo. Look at you, Leo. Okay, you're being asked to really kind of look back on the work that you've done. What seeds have you planted? Have you done enough? Have you watered your seeds? Have you fertilized? Have you you've started some ideas, you've put some things into motion, but have you done all that you can do? So look back and check that out this week. The caution, right? The Five of Pentacles talks about, maybe you're feeling, this is the card of illness. This is a card of poverty. You're feeling down and out right now. This is just a feeling, right? Stay out of those feelings, because it feels to me like, when we have difficult times in our lives, they can sometimes resonate and drive us without us even knowing, right? So maybe you always feel like you never have enough, right? But appreciate the little things that you've done to get where you are, okay? And actions you should take. This is about stability, right? Recognize that you're stable, that you're comfortable, that you have all that you need, and take care of yourself. And what was I just talking about? Taking care of myself. You were talking about hydrating and excuse me. I don't like watermelon. I don't know why. Yes. This is a card of take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Look at that. The dog is snuggled at her feet, and the squirrels come for some peanuts or something. I don't know. But this is a card of nurturing. Nurture yourself. And Spirit wants you to know, with the High Priestess, that you are deeply intuitive. You're a deeply intuitive person, and you have all the knowledge deep within you. You just have to access it, right? Look, they've got the Akashic records right here. All the knowledge. And just remember it. Stay out of this mindset. This is just a mindset. The Five of Pentacles. Leo, you've got this. You're comfortable. You have a roof over your head. You have what you need to survive. Okay. Very, very nice. I have a Leo moon. I get it. John is a Leo rising. Just like you, Amanda. You have one Leo in your life, and she's going through it right now. Aw. I'm sorry. Ice water lemonade with blue agave is good. That sounds delicious. In the summer, I really try to not eat a lot of sugar, but man, I was very, very low carb all year. And then, oh, you do, Lynn? Nice. But then the summer rolled around, summer camp training, and we're ordering pizza, and we have cookies, and we have all the, junk food and sodas. And I don't, like I said, I don't eat a lot of that stuff, but when I do, I just don't feel great. I don't feel great with a lot of sugar. It's not good for us. So, and I'm around children. So what do you think we have around all the time? We have so much stuff. Okay. We're moving on to Virgo. There we go, Virgo. Peach juice. I like guava juice. That's very sweet, but it is delish. I had an old neighbor from Cuba who, when I was pregnant with my first son, he used to bring me glasses of guava juice for the baby. Oh, sweetie. It's good. Okay. Virgo, look at you with the Four of Wands. Yes. Four of Wands is all about home, family, marriage, bonding, and its stability. Fours are always stable. So you've got all those good things. This is reaching the milestones. I love it. Yes, sugar is poison. I tend to agree. And diabetes is in my family. It's not good for us. Yeah. Okay. What are the cautions, right? This is the Seven of Swords. Who is the liar and the cheater in your midst? If it's not somebody else, I always say this could be you because these are swords. I said wands, it's swords. This is about mental activity. Are you still resonating from something that, like something somebody did to you is still ringing in your head? Do we need to let this go? Yes. I mean, after this beautiful card, and yet we're still thinking about something that somebody did to us. We need to let that go. Actions you should take, Virgo, is take action, right? This is impulsive action, though. This can be like really like get to it. Be a little careful you're not being reckless, right? The Knight of Swords can be a little reckless, putting like really kind of the idea pops into your mind and you go, go, go. So really make sure that you're doing it the right way, but do it, right? It's time to take action. That's an action card. And look what Spirit wants you to know. I love this King of Swords. Look at him. He has this little Neptune, whatever you call that thing, a trident. There you go. He's got the trident. His feet are in water. This is beautiful. Emotional energy, emotional stability, intuition. He's compassionate and kind, and they want you to be compassionate and kind to yourself. Very nice, Virgo. I think Virgos can be hard on themselves. And I don't have Virgo in any of my big three in my chart, but I have a stellium. I have 4 planets. Well, one's a mini planet in Virgo. So, which is really funny because I'm kind of sloppy. You can see I still have boxes in my office because I think Virgos are really tidy. I wouldn't say that about myself. That's funny. Libra. Here we go. Yes, he looks very satisfied. Lynn says it's not too much about sugar. It's fried foods like chicken. I'm a sucker for chicken. Annie Bear is not a fan of sugar either. It makes people moody. I know. And it's so interesting because, like I said, I work with kids and I see in the summer, oh my gosh, their lunches. It's no wonder they all come with ADD meds, and so many children are medicated these days, and it's sad. It's very sad. Okay. Wow. Okay. Libra, look at you. Queen of Wands. That's the energy of the week for you. This is the fiery, passionate lady, right? This is in a relationship. Is this an entrepreneurial effort, right? This is really follow your passion. I love fried foods too. I do. I know. My nemesis is really like chips. I love eating salty chips. There you know. There you have it. Now you know. Okay. Your caution of the week. This is saying, there's some confusion, some things that are kind of maybe too many options on your plate right now, Libra. This sounds like a very Libra thing. We're not very good at making decisions, right? Put a few of those cups down so that you can actually make a better informed decision so that your mind isn't cluttered. Annie Bear's on a low-fat popcorn streak. Okay. Are we all hungry? We're all talking about food. Me too, Mystic Shining. I like the salt. Okay. All right. What action should you take? Look at this. We had the wand. We started with this beautiful Queen of Wands, and now you have the Ace of Wands. New actions, new beginnings. Get going, Libra. What is it? What is it? Is it a new business that you want to get off the ground? A new idea that you want to put into motion? Maybe a new relationship, whatever that is, maybe some creativity. Do it. And it's interesting, you had the 7 of Cups before. Now you have the 9 of Cups. Spirit wants you to know you're going to be really satisfied with whatever direction you take. I think it's going to be really nice. This is full contentment. I like it, Libra. Purple popcorn. I've never heard of it. Okay, Lynn says, my daughter's a Virgo, and her room is an off-limits scene. But she's very good at her work, which is very analytical and requires organization. Yeah, that's kind of me. I am organized chaos in my work because I have a million facts and figures and strategy in my head. And John will probably tell you I do like things the way that I like them. I usually say I'm not particular, and then I have ideas. So, we're dropping cards, Scorpio. We're getting close. This is our last sign, guys. All right. What fell out for you? Oh, the 6 of Pentacles. This is the gratitude and the giving and receiving. John says he can confirm that. Hang the picture just a little bit higher. No, a little bit lower. That kind of thing. Okay, Lily Rose, where do you find? Did you pop it yourself, or did you find it already made? All right, Scorpio. Well, I shuffled that card in, but let's keep an eye on that beautiful card of gratitude. Yes. Okay. Well, energy of the week. This is another card of stability. Okay. But this is also a little bit of like, kind of hold on to your pennies, hold on to your health and wealth, right? This is a card of maybe holding on sometimes a little bit too tight, right? I know a few Scorpios who are wound pretty tight, right? And so this is about kind of maybe loosen your grip a little bit, little tight, yeah. Fun. Oh, your sun is a Scorpio, and so is ours. He was corrected several times today during our process for camps. Maybe. Well, okay. I'll accept that. All right. What are the cautions that I should take? This is the Hermit, right? What cautions should I, or what should I be aware of this week? This is a card of solitude. It's saying you might, with this, after this card of the 4 of Pentacles, right? Seeking stability, right? Holding on, clinging a little tight. It's saying go within. Really, you might need some time alone to really kind of reset your values and your priorities here, Scorpio, right? What is that for you? What action should you take? This is the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. Sorry about that. The 3 of Wands. This is saying, take stock of the actions that you've set into motion, or the emotions, or whatever it is, the new energy, the plans you've put into motion, and let's watch for the results, because they are coming. And Liz, probably both. Probably both. And Spirit wants you to know, with the 9 of Cups, that you too will have all the satisfaction and the abundance and the joy and the comfort, right? The 9 of the 9 of Cups is all of the abundance and the contentment. Very good. All right, Scorpio. Very, very nice. Now I am going to, because I still have a million things to do. I am going to take 3 questions. And I see a few already in the chat, but I'm going to take a couple questions. Rosaire says, as a Leo, you have read that I have all the knowledge within. How do I tap into it? Interesting question. You are a Leo, Rosaire? Let's go to the cards for that. I'm gonna take your question. And I'll take Margaret's because she has a birthday coming this week. Whoops, I didn't mean to pop that up there. The knowledge within. How do I tap into it? First of all, I have a feeling, Rosaire, I'm being shown that you are not very good at quieting your mind and just being in solitude, right? And that's what that knowledge within is. I'm just being shown that you seem like you are always surrounded by people and things and action, right? I don't know if that's true. Let me know if that's true, Rosaire. But they're just saying, like, I just sort of feel like it's kind of like dampen, almost like put on the earmuffs, right? Quiet yourself, quiet the outside world a little bit, and maybe don't seek so much outside of yourself. Really kind of come back within. So I don't think I need the cards at all for that. All right. So there you go, Rosaire. And I so look forward to seeing you. We're going to see each other in Shasta in a couple weeks. That's going to be a really nice downshift for me. All right, Margaret. Margaret is having a birthday on Tuesday, the 10th. This is question number 2. And then I have to feed myself, and I have more work to do, and I have to take a shower, and I have to do the things because, very good was there. Nice. And I think exactly, meditate and hold presence. Okay, Margaret, for you. Margaret, I am feeling, first of all, like that they really want you to appreciate yourself for who you are a little bit more than you do. Love yourself. Really, really, look what card came out. The Lovers, right? But it's also showing, yeah. So here's that 3 of Wands again. This is that card of like waiting for your ship to come in, you set the ball into motion, and now it's going to, boomerang back to you. This is signing contracts, right? So is this the job? Perhaps. Is it the relationship coming towards you? And this is new action, new energy, new ideas, putting them into motion. So this is really, really nice for you. I feel like I want to pull one more for you. Yeah. New. I think you had this in your Gemini reading as well. A step off the cliff. Just do it, right? And I want to say, really love yourself. Remember what we said? I said this a few weeks ago. It popped out of my mouth, and I'm standing by it. Would you love you? And I'm not saying that to be critical. I'm just saying, what does somebody else see in you? They don't see all the flaws. They don't see all the blemishes. Yeah. Gina says, what kind of cake does John want first? He always wants an ice cream cake or chocolate mousse. I like the cake idea. I know poor John doesn't really get the cake. And I saw this one, and this will be my last one. Thank you, Gina. I'm sorry, but my life is just too much, so I understand. Wondering if Leon will reveal something regarding the legitimacy of our current leader. I think I said this in the beginning. Hi, Bernadette. I think we are just on the tip of the iceberg of some of the things he's going to reveal. I think these guys have such huge egos that they're just going to let it all go. Even at his own, peril, honestly, because he was involved in some election shenanigans and he's admitted as much. But I don't think he's worried about it because I think he's got many escape hatches. John says, anything cake is good with me. I'm really not that picky. Moose, Moussesse. See, I just corrected him again. Sorry. Anyway, John loves chocolate mousse more than anyone in the world. But Gina, I think absolutely. Can I use my dowsing rods? I will do that. Okay, quickly. Will Leon, and that would be Elon, will Elon reveal anything new in the next couple of weeks that's damning? That was, look how far it went. That's a big ol' yes. That's a big ol' yes. I'm sorry, Bernadette. I'm just going to have to close the questioning. I only had time for a couple, but thank you so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's send some healing energy to Bernadette. Not feeling well. Yeah, I think we're about to see some fireworks, guys. I do. I really do. I don't know if that's wishful thinking, but anyway, so sorry you're not feeling well, Bernadette. I am. I know you've been going through some things. I'm not gonna come on this Friday night, but I'm probably gonna do a Saturday morning because Friday night, this is the end of my first week of camps and it's probably going to be a little nutty. So I think I'll do a Saturday morning. If I decide to do it Thursday night, I will let you know in advance. But I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me. I have missed you and I'm looking forward to getting back on a normal schedule and actually doing more lives with you. So, and I will buy popcorn. Yes, thank you. I'll buy purple popcorn. Purple popcorn. Okay, thank you all. I'm going to say some names. Liz, Craig, Dora, Lynn, Annie Bear, Gina, Mystic Shining, Bernadette, Aunt Maria. Let's see, I'm starting to repeat. Amanda, Rosaire, Margaret D, happy birthday. John Scarborough, happy birthday. Lily Rose. Is that everybody who's popped their head up in the chat? Viviani popped in. So nice to see everybody. Thank you so much. SR Kish, good to see you. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. And enjoy this, the beginning of the summer. Oh, and Alex H., thank you so much. And Lucy Luckich, good to see you guys. Okay, have a great week. Hopefully I can pop on before the weekend.